pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Houston Texans. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? Fairly short kick, taken at the 14 here. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Here we go. At their own 29-yard line.
Who's that? 19. Here we go. Time to go.
On 1st and 10, Watson. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. 5 yards on the game's first play, 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one, a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Here's Watson taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Watson, he'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On 1st down, here's Breida. And he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area. But they want him involved, just as you said. They want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson escaping the pressure right. And that will be incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Now Ryan Suckup will come on and try the field goal. Spotted at the left hash, this from 45. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and it's now 3-0 Texans. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating 1st downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 1st downs and 3 points.
Here we go. Hey, come on. Hey.
They'll run on 1st down. Dobbins, and he'll maybe get it back to the 25 here on the first play, but no more than that. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
On 2nd down now, Dobbins, only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Looking to throw. Love. He's going to air one out. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Returnable for Thomas. It'll be a 40-yard punt, 8 on the return, and the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. They're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. We'll check on his status when we get back.
Here we go, let's bring it. Let's go, let's bring it.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Watson. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
They hit that crossing route really well. Excellent timing, puts it right on him, and he keeps running.
Yeah, turned it upfield for good yardage. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 36. Watson. Catch is made by Hurd. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Watson. And his throw here's incomplete. Steven Nelson able to get a hand in coverage.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
Got to get to the 26 for a 1st. This is 3rd down. To the air yet again, Watson. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
On 1st and 10, Love. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. Johnson, the intended target, and now it's 2nd down. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
Now a flag comes in from the umpire after a gain of about 4. And this looks like it's going to be holding. That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you've got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Operating from the gun. Love. Flush to his right. Oh, now he'll try and chuck it deep left side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on third down conversions to start this thing. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they've got to make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Watson on first down. He's going to loft one deep left side. They've got his man complete. Touchdown, Houston. DK Metcalf with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Texans are able to show off their quick strike ability. Ryan Suckup on for the point after. And he's got it to make it now 13-0.
Makes the score Texans 13, Bears nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They've had it twice. They punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it. Every
blitz coming, and down he goes. Devin White make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Off play action. Love. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Throwing on third and long. Love. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Rashawn Gary in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Here's Thomas. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Texans with great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Watson. Eluding the pressure right. Room here to run. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
Well, that was man coverage. So once he decides to run with the football, there's no one to account for him, and he turns it into a nice gain.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. He'll get 4 yards on the carry there, and we will get to the end of the first quarter of play. 13-0 is the score after 1 on EA Sports. To throw on 2nd and 6. Watson dancing to his left. He'll try and run it. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down. Watson on 3rd down. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
So that one is his 3rd of the game. Now, if you're wondering, that's only halfway to his career high, as he once had 6 field goals.
Brandon, what, 6? Let's hope we don't get that again, please. Can we see a few touchdowns here and there?
That'd be nice. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. So far, they've had 3 drives, 3 punts. Not good.
Not good indeed, because you've got to have something to show for being out on the field. Now, sometimes, if you have a game where neither side has scored, 3 punts isn't a bad thing. But when you're trying to set the pace, get up on top in a game, you've got to show better offense and find a way to put some points on the board.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Throwing again. Love. And Josh Hill has it. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags.
Let's go.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Back to throw. Love. Flushed out right. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all. And I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and this shows on the scoreboard.
And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Go, go, go.
To throw on 3rd down. Love. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete. Now it's Chris Boswell on for the field goal try. This is a 40-yard attempt from the left hash. And Boswell's kick is good. And they'll at least get on the board here, still trailing, but 16-3 now. So he splits the uprights, and has to be a nice feeling. Right when it left his foot, knew it was good.
Yeah, just like a good 3-point shooter in basketball, right? Release the ball, fall back on defense without even looking. You know he's going in the hoop.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank.
He's got a man complete. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line.
Let's go.
A big-time play there for the Texans. 45 yards. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Now they'll run it on the toss. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Texans push further out in front. Suck up for the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken about the 12. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Love. It's Hill. Complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
But when you hit him on the move like that, he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam. Oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down.
59 mark, 59 mark, go! 59.
Throwing on 1st down. Love. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. A good pickup, 17 yards and a bare 1st down.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Here's a run on 1st down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuck that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
The Bears on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. From the gun, Love. Oh, he's going to go for it all. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but contact and pass interference.
And now where does the ball get placed?
At the 1-yard line.
1-yard line. They gave up excellent real estate on that one. That's going to work really, really well for the guys who threw it.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. It's their quarterback with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Bears cut into that lead. And maybe that was just a case of completely overlooking the guy holding the football.
It certainly felt like it, didn't it? Because on my checklist, okay, as a defender,
QB's last.
Running back, fullback, heck, jet sweeps nowadays. Before you even get to thinking about the quarterback might actually keep it.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. when you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Flush to his right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the gun, here's Watson. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Now it's Watson. His throw caught right around the 6. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Darren Waller, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Texans push further out in front.
The tight end position has always been dangerous, especially in the red zone, short field. But now even more so because these tight ends aren't necessarily the tight ends of old. They're the rocked-up wide receivers who have a little bit more speed. Way harder to cover than before.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken near the 13. And a good effort on the return there. Gets them across the 30 to the 33-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
First down for the Bears, a gain of 15. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try to put some points on the board.
On first down, Richard takes to midfield, but no further, just a yard there.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On second down, Dobbins. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's third down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage.
Check, 55 to Mike. Hold on, 55 to Mike. I got it. 55 Mike.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And the ball comes out. Love lost it. And the Texans scoop it past the 20. And they will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Texans touchdown. This first half has been a nightmare for that offense. Defense just dominating them.
And when you're picking up the ball, picking up their mistakes, and taking it the other way and putting it in the end zone, that's a defense's dream. They're having that type of a game.
Everything that can go wrong has gone wrong for this offensive unit.
So
here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. A good pickup of 6 there on 1st down. Off the play fake. Love trying to lay one up deep. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Chicago! Jesse James, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bears get a bit closer. He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm. That part was easy. You could see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that'll make this a 19-point ball game.
17.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more? It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because they get reeled in all the time. It's caught inside the 25. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Watson steps away to his left. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30.
We got him now.
A loss of 9 yards.
So we have reached halftime here. It's the visitors, the Texans, out in front. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the 2nd half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room. And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the 2nd half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game. We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Now a throw left sideline here is complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. This quarterback now 8 of 17 so far, so under 50%, but he's got a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Love going up top. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. James has got it. Complete. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 37.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 37-yard line.
55.
Off play action. Love. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. A hat tip to P.J. Williams there defensively, making sure that one didn't find its target.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
To throw again. Love. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Chicago! Josh Hill, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bears cut into that lead. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Boswell good with the extra point, and they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. The third quarter has not been kind to them. After they built that lead at intermission, they've seen that lead shrink.
And how much of that is simply execution? How much of that is maybe you lose your edge a little bit because you've got a lead? And you do have to credit the other team some because they've made some adjustments to start to slow them down. Can they find those counters now, those extra plays or plays they haven't run that'll be effective and get them back moving again?
They'll be looking for something here, anything to seize that momentum back. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They'll run it now out of the gun. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Texans push further out in front. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the second extra point he's missed so far. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Back to the air on second down. Love. He's going to let this one go deep. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Looking to throw. Love. Tried to drop it in there, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said. 3rd and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line.
3rd quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll run it now out of the gun. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
From the gun on 3rd, Watson. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
And that's why defenders are often frustrated offensive guys. Actually made the catch, looked good doing it, but couldn't get his feet down in order to finish off the takeaway.
The Texans send the punter out. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So from their own 20 all the way to the red zone now. A chance to capitalize on 1st and 10. On the catch, it's Crowder. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Here's a give to Richard. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Jalen Richard, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bears get a bit closer. Now the Bears keeping the offense on the field and going for 2. From the gun, Love. And it's caught. And he will get into the end zone to shave 2 more points off the deficit. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be taken about the 12. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
Buying time to his left. He's going to take off with it. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Now Watson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. So, my goodness, I wouldn't have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
And he'll be brought down right on the 50, a gain of 3. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
On first down, Love. This one caught by Crowder. First down for the Bears, a gain of 15.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
On first and 10, Love. Looking for Benjamin, but it's intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker. The 30. 20, 10, and they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. Short throw pick 6 right there, those linebackers. They love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Extra point put through by Suckup. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Oh, you got deep? 55, Mike, 55. Go, go.
Throwing again. Love. He finds his man Johnson. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
It's a gain of 29. That's another Bears first down. First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
So a first and 10 now in Houston territory at the 30-yard line. Back to throw. Love. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. It's Devin White, the linebacker, and he returns it here to his own 18-yard line.
Let's go.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
And to give this time to the tailback. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down. From the gun on third down. Watson able to find Waller. That's complete. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack of finding his way open and completing the connection.
And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. On second down, it's Snell. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Did they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll try the air now with Watson. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, he almost had it. Already with 1 interception, just missing his 2nd there. The Texans on third down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 8. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Mecole Hardman, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Texans push further out in front. Extra point up and good by Suckup. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful.
Bears 32.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken near the 13. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 11.
55, Mike, 55. Hey, eat.
On 3rd down, Love. This is Johnson. He's got it. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11.
It's a gain of 11.
Off the play fake. Love. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Snell going to try the right side. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. Faking the give. Now Watson. And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his 2nd of the game. Instead, 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
They call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and the Bears take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Love. And an alley to run. And a return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Here we go.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41.
That's it, baby.
So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more 1st down to help salt this one away. Now they try the right side here. He's got the 1st down here inside the 30. And finally marked down at the 23. That good for 19 and a 1st down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Set. 19. Hey, eat. Hey, here we go.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
It's a loss of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Texans, it's an important win for their postseason hopes as they at least get back to 4-5. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Chicago, things are kind of getting ugly as they drop to 1-7 now on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gautin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.